So if anyone have a doubt, they can ask. Okay, otherwise let's start. So I think we have done maps also, preset also has, okay, and so let me tell you about comparable and competitor. It's a small topic, then we will start our exception handling. Okay, or multi-threading. Let's see which one we will start. Okay, so let's talk about first of all comparable. Okay, now see this. Now suppose you have a list. Okay, that you have a list. You are saying I have a list. Okay, it is a, and let me create one predefined class. Suppose I have a student class. Okay, in student, what I'm having. So I have ID of the student. I have marks of the student. Okay, I have uh, name of the student. Okay, this is a class. I am creating constructor and setters and getters. Okay, let me create the constructors and setter getter. One default constructor to accept the setter getter. Okay, now this is my class, student class. Now what I need a list of students. There are 5 students. Okay, I have to create and I have to put it in a list. Okay, so let's do this. So suppose the first student. This one is equal to new student. Okay, ID is 5, 13 or 12. Okay, marks is 54. Name is Ravi. Student S2 is equals to new student and the ID is 10, marks is 30, marks is 54. Okay, name is Rahul. Student S3 is equals to new S3 9 56 and 10. Student S4 new student, roll number is 15, marks is 53, name is Shiv. Student S5 is equals to new student and the number is 16, marks is 40 and name is Rohan. Again, I'm putting it in the list. The list of what? Student. STU is equals to new array list. Okay. Now this is a. Give me 1 minute. Okay? Just 1 minute. What about you? Okay. So let me import it. So import array list and import list. Done. Now, but if I will say collections dot sort, and I will pass this list. So what it will do? Now it will show you an exception because you cannot sort a class, because inside class also you have three things: ID, marks, and name. And Java don't know on which basis you want to sort. Okay, so what you will do? You have two things: comparable and competitor. You have two things: comparable and competitor. Okay, now let's start with comparable. So I will say implements comparable. CO and comparable. And what type of data? Student. Okay, student type of class. So this is your comparable. Now you have to implement one method which is called your compare to. Okay, this one, compare to. So you will compare your this object with your current object. So you will say if, okay, now on which basis you want to sort. Suppose I want to sort on a ID. Okay, ID. So I will say if this dot ID is greater than O dot ID, return 1. Else if this dot ID is equals to O dot ID. O dot ID return 0. Else return -1. Okay. Now if you will see, it is not giving any exceptions. But now if you will run this code, it will be sorted. Okay. But you are not printing, so for that, let me print it. Print STU. Okay. And for this, we can also create one more thing, which is called position method. Okay, now if you will run. So okay, I'm not adding it. That I have to add on STU dot add S1 STU dot add S2 STU dot add S3 STU dot add S4 STU dot add S4. So now if you will run, see what will happen. So it is sorted. It is sorted. So if you will see 9 ID, then 10, then 12, then 15, and then 16. So on the basis of ID, you have sorted your class. Getting it? Now suppose on the basis of marks, if you want to sort it. Okay, on the basis of marks you want to sort it. Nothing you have to do, just compare it with marks. So you will now you will say this dot marks. Okay, if this dot marks is greater than this dot base, okay, now on the basis of marks it will sort. Now the values will be sorted with the help of marks. 33, 40, 44, 54, 56. Getting it? So this is called your comparable method. Sorry,
Sir, the compare to you have done return 1, 0, and -1, right? So that is a logic for arranging it in the order, right?
Correct. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
You are comparing it with your current class. So you are saying this dot marks. If my current class marks is greater than the object dot marks, then I will return 1. Okay. If it is equals, then I will say 0. Otherwise -1. Okay. So this is the last. Compared to
Rajesh, can
method,
you repeat?
override. Okay.
Can you repeat again what we are trying to achieve? Actually, I didn't get completely.
Nothing, just what you are doing. Because now what you are doing, if you want to sort the class, Okay, till now what you were doing, you were sorting your integer value, you were sorting your string value, character value. But now you want to sort an object, an object which is having three values, two integer, one string. So Java will get confused in which manner he have to sort it. So so that if you want to sort the object, so you have to tell Java that on which basis you want to sort it. So for that, what we have to do, you have to implement one predefined interface, which is called comparable. And when you will implement that comparable, okay, you have to implement, or you can say you have to override a method, which is called a comparator method. And in comparator method, you are comparing two things now. First is the current class object. Second, the object which you are getting in a parameter. Okay, now you are saying the current class marks is greater than 0 point, means the parameter marks. Then I will return 1. If they are equal, then 0, otherwise -1. So on the basis of this logic, he will sort it. Sort your objects. Got it?
That return I didn't understand, sir. Return 1 means what it will do, return 0 what it will do.
Return 0 means, see, it is neutral. It is neutral. If both the values are equal, it's neutral. I'm saying okay, 0. If it is smaller, then I will say -1. The current value is smaller. If the value is greater, then I'm saying 1. If the value is 33, then I will say 1 because it's greater than 20. If 33 is equal to 33, 0, both are equal. Okay, if it is smaller, then I will say -1. Simple.
Yeah, but you're returning that, and then how you are arranging it in the order.
See what he is doing on the background, if you will see now, you are comparing two objects.
Okay.
Okay. You are comparing these two objects. First of all, this is your current object and this is the object in a parameter. So suppose you are saying id. Id is equals to 1, id is equals to 2. So you are saying if the current id is smaller, then I will return -2, -1. Okay, now the current id is not that, means it is greater, no sorry, smaller. So he will say -1. So he will come over here and 2 will go over here. Now you will compare with this object in a parameter. Suppose now third value is 3. So we'll compare it with 3. Now -1. So 3 will be the next element. So now, like this you are sorting it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, so this is your comparator. Next is your competitor. Okay, competitor. Now what is your competitor? Let me tell you. Competitor is also similar like this, and in this also you have to do same thing, same thing. Just what you will do, you will write competitor. That's all. Let me remove this method also. Now nothing you have to do, you have to do competitor. That's all. And in this, you are having compare method, which will have two objects now, O and O2. Now, using these two, you will do same thing. Okay. Now say if O1 is O1 dot, and the which basis you want to want that. So the ID. So I'll say if O1 dot ID is greater than O2 dot ID, okay, then return 1. Say O1 dot ID is equally close to O2 dot ID. Return 0 as return -10. That's all. And over here, what you have to do, you have to write one thing now. Okay, over here, if you are doing this, you have to do one step, and that is when you are comparing it, you have to create an object of this object. Okay, like you will say new student. Yeah, like this, we will sort it. So that he will know like this is the competitor. Now it will be sort according to your ID. If you want to sort it using marks, you can sort it with marks. So this is same as your comparable method. That's a competitor. Okay. Any doubt?
Sorry to ask you, why we are using the super keyword?
Super keyword because of constructor, no? Like as I have told you, super keyword. See, whenever you create a object, okay, you call the constructor. And in constructor, by default, we have this super keyword. Okay, this JVM will automatically write it for you. And super means call the parent class constructor. Okay. I think I have explained this topic very briefly in a constructor. Okay, try to watch that. If you are getting confused, then also no, I will explain you again. Okay. This is nothing.
Okay.
Okay, super keyword is nothing. It's a predefined keyword. What it will do, it will call the parent class constructor. And now what is parent class constructor? Now in that, if you know has a relationship or is a relationship, any relationship. Right now also we are having relationship between student and comparator class. Okay. So if I'm saying class A extend class B, and in class B, I'm having a constructor with super keyword. So it will call the parent class constructor, means it will call the parent class, which is A class constructor. That is a super keyword. Okay, super keyword is nothing, don't worry. Okay, try to understand that. If you are not, then you can contact me anytime you have my WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, guys. So this was your collection. Okay, now we have some important things. So today we'll try to finish our new things also. We have some things, and then we can start our main topics. Okay, there are two more.
Sir, just a kind of question like, can we rename that recording session like
Topic wise.
about caption wise? Yes.
Yeah, I have written that. I think.
Oh, but it is showing only the dates.
Dates. I think there are two things. One is your drive where you have written the date, and another is the page, doc type page. Okay, where I think I have written watch online like that. I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
there I
So when
have,
you
but
will, yeah, when you will click on that, now you will see a template over where I have written which is that topic.
Yeah, I have seen the topic one is
oh,
there actually.
So I
okay,
have
but
written over there
not
also.
in our video. Yeah, this not about this recording. The other one is having the titles.
Okay, I will see. I think in which you are not getting the title, you can tell me. I will see that. Okay, but I think in the maximum videos I have written the titles. When you will click on that, no watch online thing, like there are two things. One you have to download, another is you can watch online. So when you will click
Yes.
on that watch online, you will see a template over where I have written the topic.
Yes, yes,
For
yes.
that only I have written the topic because you will not get confused if you miss any topic. So you can go and watch that. So that's why I've written, you can watch it. Otherwise, if anything is missing, then I will see.
Yeah,
I will
okay.
read it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, now let's see some important concept, which is your some new extra features. Let's do this. This is also good. So today, half an hour. Okay, from tomorrow, then we will do exception handling and multi-threading. In our classes I have done. So two more topics, then we will go forward for the advanced. Two new features. Let's do this new features. Lambda expression, stream API, generics, enum. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let me tell you about first of all lambda expression. Okay, like you have many times you have heard also like what is lambda expression. Lambda expression is a Java 8 lambda expression. So let me tell you what is this. So as I have told you, okay, there is a interface. Okay. First thing, let me tell you. INTER space. Suppose I have a car, and this car, in car I'm having one method run. No need to write public construct. Run. Okay. Now if I want to use this run, how can I use? I have to create a class. I'll say class body or anything which will implement this car class. Correct? Okay. Ji. Now I have to override that method. Unimplement method. Now I can write any message or anything I can do. Can say body is amazing. Now if I want to do anything, I want to print this, or if I want to use this, what I can do? I have to say body is equals to new body like this. Then I will say a dot run. Like this I will run. Suppose now BMW is saying I want to do something else. Class BMW is saying I want to do something else. I don't want to print this. I want to print mine. So what he has to do? He will also do this. BMW. He will also say, oh, will also do implements. And we also have to override that method and we will print something else. Suppose we will say BMW. Now this is, suppose there are 10 cars, so you have to do this 10 times. Okay. Now for this we have a lambda expression. Plus before lambda expression, what we are having inner classes also. Okay, if you don't want to create these classes, what you can do instead of this, and this is called a function interface. Getting it? If you remember, I have also told you this is a function interface. Function interface means the interface with only one method. One abstract method. Okay. Now, no need to create these classes. Suppose you want to make a ODI. Okay. So what you can do? You can create an inner class. Not like this. Okay, over here you have to override that method. Run. Yeah, do something. And so like this. Okay, now if you want to call this, so you can call this like this. See, no need to create object. Now for BMW also, same thing you can do. So this is called another classes. If you remember, I have told you. Any doubt in this inner class? If anyone have a doubt, they can ask. If anybody have a doubt, they can ask. Take 1 minute and review the code. Okay, by your own. Then you will understand more. Okay, I'm not telling anything. Or review.
Means we are just implementing. We are using.
Now, Now lambda expression. Now lambda expression is saying no need to do this thing. Okay. If you want to do anything, no need to do this. You can directly make it. Like you can optimize your code. How? He's saying no need to write this. Instead of this, you can use lambda expression over here. No need to write this. Instead of this, what you can do, you can use lambda expression. So this is called your lambda expression. And he's also saying no need to write this also. Remove everything. So see how beautiful is your lambda expression. One line code. See one line code.
Just bracket and this arrow is a part of lambda
This is
expression.
this
How
is
we are
called your
representing.
lambda expression.
This, sir, is this lambda expression is only for the functional interface or?
Correct. Only for the functional interface. Okay, only for the functional interface. Lambda expression.
Means by default, it would consider as a declaring VR method. We are
Hmm.
declaring, we don't need to declare any method. We are
Correct.
just using
Okay.
this.
Because it's a functional interface, he already know that you will only have one method and you are doing that only,
Yes.
so no need to declare it. You can directly access it.
It's shortest.
Okay.
End of.
So this is your functional interface. You can see no need to write it, these things. Just remove this. And instead of this, use lambda expression. Okay. Or you can also remove this also if it is a one line code. Okay, if it is a more than one line, then you can write like this also. Okay, see. This is a in 4 lines, you have no need to write these things. Simple one line. So this is called your lambda expression. Getting it?
Yes.
So this is your lambda expression. Now, everyone is clear with the lambda expression, no doubt.
I was just thinking that if we want to use it in the real world, can we use this like this, or we have to create it in a formatted method?
No, you can use it in real life also. People are using it like this. Okay, plus
Like this? Yeah.
in Stream API also you will use lambda expression. Like in many, if when I will tell you runnable interface, then also you will use
Uh-huh.
lambda expression only. So there are a lot of things.
So it's just to make the code smarter.
Hmm.
That's why.
Yes.
Is there any requirements that we can use the lambda expression without interfaces?
No. Okay, only with interface, and that will be a functional interface.
I think we need to declare what method we are using. Then in interface, we can declare that method. Then only it will know, right?
Yeah, you can create default static method in interface, but that method that will not be a functional interface. So in that you will not use lambda expression. If you want to use lambda expression, that will be only a functional interface, which wants abstract method. That's all.
Rajesh, can you show like how we can override that same method, run method, and passing the parameters and displaying something? Can you show
Yeah.
us? So that means we have the parameterized constructor in the interface compulsory,
No,
right?
in interface you never have that thing. You never had. In
Sorry.
interface we don't have constructor, no?
Sorry. No, if we have a void run without any parameters, so how can we override those methods in the lambda expression?
In lambda expression, if we have,
Like if we have only void run without a parameters, so can we override that method in the lambda expression?
yeah, we are doing that, no? See,
Okay.
without parameters. This was what we were doing. With parameters. This is the with parameters. Okay, this calling also you have to give some parameters.
Mhm.
like this. Okay, now see with the parameters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we do like multiple lines in that method?
Yes,
Or
yes, you
just
can do anything. You can do anything.
Okay.
Okay, you can do anything. Okay, create bracket and write whatever you want to write. Now do whatever you want to do. Okay, if you want to write 10 lines, 20 lines, do whatever you want to do. If you want to return anything, whatever you want to do. Okay, this is your block. Do whatever you want to do in this. Okay. Now stream API. Now stream API is used so that no need to use loop. Okay, stream API is one of the good one. So suppose you have a list. List of integer you have. Okay, so these are the things. Now suppose if I want to find the elements which are divisible by 2, what I will do? If I want to find the numbers which are divisible by 2. Okay, so what you will do? So what you will do, you will use a loop. You will create another list, you will use a loop, and then you will check the condition, then you will print it. You will do like this. Correct. So what you will do, you will say, let's create another list of integer type. Let's say ENS is equals to new array list. And I will say for loop. I will say then start length.
Why we cannot provide this condition in same loop? In same loop, we cannot use the
In
for loop.
same
Yeah,
what
in same list.
in same list only.
This list is just adding, and to run the loop, we need to create another list, right?
You are saying why don't we use a loop in over here for adding the elements?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use it
No. After adding,
after adding. Why you are creating this?
yes.
To store the answers, no? The values which are divisible by 2, where you will add? You have to add it somewhere, no?
Yes.
Suppose 12, 32, these are divisible by 2, 90. So where you will store these three numbers? You have to store it, no? Or you can directly print also. If you don't want to store, you can print it. But I am saying store it. So if you want to store, you can store. If it is divisible by 2, then what I will do, I will say ans dot add list. And at the end, okay. P plus 32, 90. So now if you want to short this, okay, now
Yeah.
you want to
For
use
example, can you show if we don't want to store in answer and directly, we are
Where?
just calculating divide.
If you want to directly print it.
Yeah.
Write system.out.println in over here. And inside
No
that,
need
right?
to.
Inside this. Yeah.
No. I don't want to create another list for answer. I just want the result, which are from this list directly,
So
which are from this
simple
list.
printed, na? Simple printed over here. Why to think these are the small things? You see. Very
Mhm.
simple over here. Here it is. That's just
Yeah.
done. Now, instead of this, what you can do? You can also do one more thing. You can use stream API. Okay, stream API. Next. First of all, if you want to use this thing, what you want to do? I want to do same task. Okay, suppose I want to do same task. So I'll say, let me create one list answer, which will store answer. And I will say list dot stream because I want to do stream API. So I'll say stream, put it in a stream. Okay. Now you have a stream of numbers. You will have to have 21, 32, 50. Okay, all the numbers of your list. I will say dot. What you want to do, you want to filter the elements. So you will say filter method. Over here, you are having a function interface. So you will use a lambda expression. Okay, this. Okay, suppose you have one variable in text. You are having the numbers 12, 21, 43, 32, 90 will be stored in X. Over here, you are writing the condition. Okay, like if X, okay, now what you will do? So you want to return the element which are divisible by 2. So you will say X divisible by 2. That's all. Okay, if it is true, then you will return it, otherwise you will not return. Okay, let me write like this. Okay, and then, okay, this is your condition. You will remove this also. It will work like this also. It will work. Okay. Okay, this will do it. Okay, or you can do like this also. It will work fine. Okay, then dot one string. In X, over here, what you are saying X is divisible by 2, 0. Okay, then if this condition is true, then only we will say dot dot one second dot king. Let me see. They have. So that's not equals to is equals to 0. Or you can say, yeah, equals to 0 is correct. But I'm not sure.
Can you please explain why
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
use in the
this?
relation? Did you link the elements with index variable? Yeah. Again.
See, you are saying list dot stream. So it will convert your stream. Okay, what it will do, it will convert your list in a stream. Stream means you are the flow of numbers. Okay, now you're saying dot filter. Filter means filter one by one. All the value filter one by one. Suppose you are having a value in X. Okay, in X you are storing all the values. Now you are saying if X is greater than 20. Okay, then what I will do, I will say dot. I'm not getting the option. Filter and
Index is a part of filter syntax. And
A
how is it?
filter is a part of your stream API. You have filter and map. Okay. Filter returns your true false value. Okay, whether the condition is true or false. If the condition is true, then only it will go further, otherwise it will not go further.
So there is no need to declare index to the list, sir.
Give me 1 second. Let me write it first of all. Now see. So what you are saying, or over here you can write this x modulus 2. Okay. So now see, you are saying list, this list, dot stream. Stream is the flow of numbers. Dot filter, filter the elements. I want to filter some elements. Which elements? The elements which will return true. Okay, which will pass this filter. So filter is a part which will pass this filters, which number will pass this filters, which that elements will be collected. Okay, now first is 12. So he will see 12 is inside x. Now 12 modulus 2 is equals to 0. Yes. Okay. So he will say collect that number and as a list, put it in a list. Okay. Inside answer, you are inside that answer, you are having that number. Okay. Now next is 21. 21. Now 21, this condition is true? No, false. Okay. Another. 43, the condition is true? No, false. Okay. 32, the condition is true? Yes. Collect. Collect where collect? To list. Inside list. Okay. 90, the condition is true? Yes. Okay. Correct. Where as list. Okay. So inside answer, what you will have the 3 values. Okay. See. So this is called a stream API. Means what you are doing, you are saying list dot stream. So using now, first of all, you will convert your list in a stream. Then only you will do operations. So you are saying list dot stream, then you are having filter method, which will filter your elements one by one.
So instead of using loop, we are using filter here.
Getting it? Over here, you will have the condition. If the condition is true, then only he will go up over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Using this stream, we are avoiding everything. No need of using loop, if else, nothing.
Yeah.
We can just use this API and one line code will be
1 line code you can
one
write.
operation.
Okay. So we will do it tomorrow also. Don't worry. Stream API we will do. Okay. So I have another